Hi, welcome back to my channel Endless Pages. I'm Liv and welcome to today's video, which is my August TBR. Hello, welcome to my August TBR. I can't believe I'm saying that it's August. August, I am taking it easy. I'm not doing any readathons. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but my reading has been really good recently. Like really good, which is shocking. I can't believe I'm saying this, but yeah, whatever I'm doing at the moment is working for me, so I don't want to ruin that momentum. So no readathons. This is going to be like a tentative TBR. These are books that I'm hoping to get to, but again, because I don't want to ruin that flow of good reading at the moment, you know, if I'm not in the mood to read these when August comes around, then I'm not going to read them. So yeah, so this is kind of a rough TBR video. I also apologize, I just got home from work, so I look rough, and I'm also filming this as the sun is going down, so the lighting and the focus is probably going to go crazy during this video. So yeah, enjoy. A big focus of mine at the moment is continuing on with series. Like many other readers, I have an issue where I just continue to start new series, and I never go back to the series that I've already started. So last month, all of a sudden, I just got this wave of motivation. I don't know where it came from, but I was like, I'm finishing series. So I started last month, and it is slow moving, but I read slowly, so it's going to take a while to really, you know, finish a lot of series, but I really focused on it last month and I'm really happy with the progress I've made. So that is going to be an ongoing goal, and I've definitely continued that focus when picking my books that I want to potentially read in August. In saying that, the first book that I want to read for August is Brandon Sanderson's The Well of Ascension. This is book 2 in the Mistborn series. I reread last month, it took me all month. I reread the first book, The Final Empire, and now I'm ready to start for the first time The Well of Ascension, now that the information is super fresh in my head. I'm so glad I did a reread because there was so many important details, especially that like action-packed ending, you know, where everything happens, that I totally forgot about. So I'm very glad I did that. If you don't know, this book, the first book, is about this world where there is this big evil overlord called the Lord Ruler, and he is ruler of all. The world is kind of this dark place covered in ash and misery. There are these people called the Scar who are treated kind of like basically slaves, and they are treated as second-class citizens, and yeah, there's this Lord Ruler who's just like seems invincible and terrifying, and yeah, he's been ruling for thousands of years. We followed 2 Scar people, well, like half Scar. We follow Kelsa, who is a Mistborn, and in this world, people that are Mistborns have these powers to control metals. And then we follow Vin, who is they describe her as like a street urchin criminal who discovers she's a Mistborn. And it is about a potential rebellion. I described that really weirdly, but that's basically the plot of that. It is one of the best books I have ever read in my entire life. So I am so excited to continue on. I've heard people have mixed opinions about this one, that it's like not as good as the first and the third, but we will see. This continues on from the first book, and obviously follows the kind of consequences of the ending of the first book. And I'm very scared because this one is a lot thicker than the last one. It's like 170 odd pages more, but I'm so excited to finally continue on with this series. Continuing on with the series theme, I want to continue on with the Bone Ship series with book 2, and this is called The Bone Ships by R.J. Barker. The first book being, what's the first book called? The Bone Ships. It's just called The Bone Ships. So the first book is set in this world where there used to be dragons, but now there's like no dragons, and the people build their ships out of dragon bones. And then for the first time in a long time, a dragon has been spotted. We follow this crew on this boat. There's these kind of black ships. And the people on these black ships are like criminals who've been condemned to spend the rest of their life serving on this crew. I think that's kind of the basic plot. Like, I don't think the blurb says much more than that, to be honest. Yeah, so now, like, everyone's fighting for this, like, to get this dragon that has been spotted. And they want to shift the balance of power in their favor. Yeah, I pretty much described it. So I loved the first book. I loved the characters, so I'm very excited to continue on with Call of the Bone Ships. I didn't read this that long ago, but I'm like, should I do another reread? I don't know. We'll see if I'll just jump straight into this one, or I might reread, or I might read a summary recap, because it really wasn't that long ago that I read this, so hopefully I start to read this and it all comes back to me, compared to Mistborn, which I read book 1 like last year. So yeah, so that's kind of it for my series focus of the month, these two, which I know doesn't sound like a lot to make it my focus, but like 2 high fantasy I think is putting enough on my plate for next month. Like I said, the series progress goal is slow moving and will be slow moving, and I'm okay and happy if I read these 2 and that's it for my series. Like, I'm happy with that. So moving on to the next book on my TBR, which is Nevermore Book 1 by Jessica Townsend. This is The Trials of Morrigan Crow. I started this in July and I got about 154 pages in and I was loving it. I just put it down because I picked up something else. So I want to get back into it because I was absolutely loving this. This is about this girl, Morrigan Crow, who is unlucky. She was born on this like unlucky day. And she's blamed for all the things that go wrong in her town. And then she's cursed to die on this day called Eventide. And she is told that she will die at midnight on Eventide. Then she meets this guy called Jupiter North. They are chased by black smoke hounds and shadowy hunters on the horseback. He whisks her away to a secret magical city called Nevermore, and she has to go through these trials. Yeah, this is middle grade and I was absolutely flying through it when I started it. It was, yeah, it's magical. It is pure joy of a middle grade fantasy world, so I want to finish it and, you know, continue on with the series. But yeah, this is adding another series to my never-ending series TBR, but whatever, worth it. It's so good. Next on my TBR for August is this. This is the Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix. This is also continuing on from July. I am currently buddy reading this with Emily, and this is a kind of thriller horror. It's about this group of women who are final girls. You know that trope in horror movies where you're like the final surviving woman who takes out the bad guy. And they go to a support group and have been going to the support group for years and years and years. And we follow Lynette, who is a final woman, final girl, final woman now. And one of the women in the group goes missing, and someone is targeting all of these final women, final girls. Yeah, that's the basic plot. I am about 100-ish pages, I believe, into this book. I was enjoying it. And Emily and I need to get back onto this. She just mentioned it today actually, and I was like, oh yeah, shit, I forgot about that. So yeah, I would like to finish this one as well. So the next book on my TBR is a real tentative one. Probably way more tentative than the other books on my TBR. I'm putting this on there because I realized I haven't made much progress on my 12 in 12 and it's August. I think I've read one book and DNF'd another, so I have 10 books left on the list. If you didn't know, 12 in 12 is 12 books recommended by 12 friends to read in 12 months. The book I'm popping on is Bunny by Mona Aywood. So this is about Samantha, who couldn't be more of an outsider in her small, highly selective program at New England's Warren University, a scholarship student who prefers the company of her darker imagination to that of most people. She's utterly repelled by the rest of her fiction writing cohort, a clique of unbearably rich girls who call each other Bunny and seem to move and speak as one. But everything changes when Samantha receives an invitation to Bunny's fabled smut salon and finds herself inexplicably drawn to the front door, ditching her only friend Ava in the process. As Samantha plunges deeper and deeper into the Bunny's sinister yet, I don't know what that word is, sinister world, beginning to take part in the ritualistic off-campus workshop where they conjure their monstrous creations, the edges of reality begin to blur. Soon, her friendships with Ava and the Bunnies will be brought into deadly collision. This sounds good. Like, I think I don't know how I'll find it. I think it's like kind of like a Heather's retelling. Yeah, I don't know if I like it. I'm going to give it a fair go though. That is everything that is on my tentative TBR for the month of August. Honestly, this is the priority. If I don't read anything else but only read this, like, I'll be happy with that, honestly. I'll probably be working on this throughout the whole month though, because it is chunky. Let me know in the comments below, have you read anything that is on my TBR? What did you think of them? What are you planning on reading in August? What are your August priorities? Like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you would like to see more of my content. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in whatever the hell I post next. Bye!